Hello and welcome to this week's episode of A Closer Look. In this first segment, we feature the 29th Enga Cultural Show, which commenced at the Ipus Oval in Wabe Town last weekend, including the Tasting Enga Experience, which began on the 11th to the 13th of August. This saw a cultural performance by schools with the main cultural dance performance on Saturday, the 12th of August. Invited guests, including tourists, were given the opportunity to travel up to the famous salt pond in the province and visit the Surinki honey farm. Reporter Grace Papiali attended the Enga Cultural Show and has more.
Kundu drums beat to the chants of the proud Engan dancers. The Engan culture is diverse and all connected to one common vernacular. 44 sing-sing groups from the 6 districts of the province all came as one to express their culture in the famous cultural show of the province on the 29th Enga Cultural Show. During the show, a courtship ceremony known in the Engan language as Sangai was demonstrated by the Pili Kambi dancers from the Lagaip district. Apart from the Sangai, a play was demonstrated on how butter system took place in the ancestral times with the people of Laigap exchanging salt for oil from the Kutubu people of Southern Highlands Province. Tourists and bird watchers from countries including Japan, UK and India who went for bird watching in the mountains of Enga booked the show to observe and participate with the Engans.
In my country, not so many kinds of costume and dancing and language. In my country, only one kind of people, maybe there are 2 kinds of people, and not so many kind of language and not so many kind of traditional cultures. And this country is a miracle, spectacular for me.
Although the Enga province has experienced tribal clashes in some parts of the province, like in Wapenamanda district, where houses have been shattered and many lives lost, Enga Governor Sir Peter Ipatas commended the cultural groups for showing their courage in participating in the annual cultural show.
Own thing in their own neighborhood or tribal area should not force the government or the majority of our people from not having an event like this. So, despite the negativity, we've now been able to complete the major part of the show. So, which has been a success. Now, many people forget why we have these cultural shows. You know, the most important thing is to preserve our culture. It is not just a show.
On Sunday morning, the 13th of August, the tourists were taken on a road trip to visit a salt pond in the Laigap district. Traveling by road south of Wabeg Central, the scenic view of the mountains took precedence. A welcome dance was displayed by the locals of the salt pond area. Chairlady of the Engan Experience Tour, Margaret Potane, explained how traditional salt is made out from this pond.
It's going to do the burning now. He'll take the wood from the salt pond here and he'll take it across and we'll go and observe while he burn it.
After this, the group was taken up to the Sirunki farm to see the home of Sirunki honey.
Most of our boxes are without queen bees. There was a disease that I think globally strike all the queen bees. So right now we lost all our queen bees. So about 85 boxes are without queen bees. The rest of Papua New Guinea, they get their big queens from Goroka. So we're in the queue waiting for our chance to come, and they'll supply us the 85 queens. And when we get that, we'll fit into the 85 boxes and go in for full production. Right now we are down in supply because we cannot harvest more.
Apart from honey production, local farmers have tapped into producing strawberry jams and spices. Sirunki Women's Cooperative Society President Piam Yakali explained.
And I think we are hoping to get another 5,000 farmers. So what's happening now is they rely mostly on the roadside markets. And if they have a chance to go down to Wabek, they do that. And these local strawberries we are talking about, not the ones that are produced at the farm. And seeing the waste, sometimes when they go in and sell, they're not able to get enough buyers. They bring it back. It's kind of a daily type of fruit. It gets spoiled. So just to add value to it, we have decided we have this Sirunki Women Farmers Cooperative Society. It's a women group based within Sirunki. We got all local women farmers. So what we have decided to do is get into strawberry jam making. And then we have started, just like what Margaret has said, the process is still going on. And we have tried, and I think that's something that we want to do. And then apart from strawberry jam, we are also having parsley, other little things that we can produce. We want to process them, get it into downstream processing, so we add value at the same time, create market for the rural mothers who cannot go to Wabek. And
the Enga Experience Tour ended as dawn fell on the prestigious mountains. Enga Province is one of the ideal tourist destinations in Papua New Guinea, which attracts tourists from all over the world to visit. It is known as the third destination in the world for bird watching. During bird mating season from May till this month, over 670 bird watchers from countries like India and the European countries traveled to Enga to capture the birds. So far, 3 new bird species have been identified. The province is in the process of investing in its evolution bird industry.
We go for a quick break, and when we return, we will highlight the Young Women's Political Bootcamp, which was held in Port Moresby recently. Stay with us.